Me? Okay. Yes, I'm a carryman in Cork for quite a while. The problem is, even if I was defecting to the Cork side, I'd always be reminded the day after Cork would beat Kerry, where I'm from, so it's not worth defecting. So the lady responsible for this now is actually hiding behind me, I think. Yes, Mary Tisdale O'Sullivan. About 7 weeks ago, I got a phone call, and Mary suggested I might compose a few verses for Francis O'Neill and for this occasion. And I think I suggested she might be waiting. But anyway, I came up with something, and this poem traces some of the musical aspects of the life of Francis O'Neill. And I'll recite it now for you. I'm calling it Captain Francis O'Neill, a salute. At the bridge of Trolleybourne near Old Dromore, where local tunes were played and songs were sung, music held the soul in conversation as lively dancers stepped in merry dance. 'Twas there you'd find the young O'Neill, absorbed in tunes of uilleann pipes and fiddle, an ear for the tradition, learning from Tim Downey on the flute in his parents' open house. In youth he left his home near Bantry Bay as cabin boy to sail on foreign seas. Each time he gazed upon the stars, he remembered nights in Trolleybourne and felt the pulse of music in his veins. Crossroads laughter echoing in his ear, in the rhythm of the dance in Cullimane, his parents' songs and the piper born brought back those Sunday evenings long ago. He was a man of intellect, never without books. Still his soul for meaning thirsted every day, until amid a shipwreck he did play some notes upon a borrowed flute that somehow opened doors to yesterday. Then a year of teaching in Missouri, where Europeans had brought their native dance, learning tunes from French and German settlers, served to reawaken his desire for the music of his distant West Cork home. The sweet notes at the crossroads were the lure that put the beat back in his hungry heart. They sowed in him the seeds of destiny that had him pledged to harvest the tunes he had in memory since a boy. A tough but honest cop, he soon became the head of Chicago's 3,000-strong police, where as captain, his recruits were as able with the concert flute as with the baton. Though his first intent was to preserve the West Carbery music of his youth, in Chicago's melting pot, this was the time to gather from the throngs of Irish tunes from other repertoires. His Irish Music Club soon became the hub where immigrants from every county played. Francis memorised new melodies, playing them on the whistle for his scribe to rescue with his pen. He coaxed the tunes from our musical diaspora, checked for other settings with scholarly research. Like a snapshot there in time, he framed the music, projecting tuneful airs upon the page, giving them a new prestige. His first published manuscript in 1903, O'Neill's Music of Ireland, 1 decade of his work. Then 4 years on, The Player's Treasure, O'Neill's 1001, the book that revived the old tradition. Those precious wax cylinders on Edison's machine, recordings of a sound rich to the past, to Cronin and Delaney, Early and McFadden, and to the piper Patsy Toohey, the pride of vaudeville. His Irish minstrels and musicians, with stories, illustrations, pin pictures of the greats, from Carolan to Goodman, from Tom Capty to the Rowsums, offers a glimpse into a world we could have lost. If you ever go to Trolleybourne, be there on Pattern Day, when spirited dancers are witness to his legacy. There you'll see the captain play on centre stage and hear the strains of Kit O'Mahony's jig resounding in the valley, where jigs, reels and hornpipes are played. The influence of O'Neill will never fade. He blazed a path among our immigrant musicians and put the heart back into our tradition. Thanks.